Here we
There
go.
we are.
Tarot time.
Yay!
The Ten of Cups and the Page of Wands. What do you have to tell us today, John?
Well, I think last time we were talking, I said I was kind of out of good cards, and all we had but left were the bad ones. I was wrong. As I went through the list of cards we haven't done yet, I found a couple really juicy ones. So on the right there is the Ten of Cups. So let's start with that one. The Ten of Cups is the community and harmony in relationships card, and we can see there's a cute little couple there. They're enjoying some time together. They've got this beautiful rainbow surrounding them, and they've got the kids off in the distance there. So this is the happy family card, right? Ten of Cups means manifesting and um, having your dreams come true as it relates to family and relationships. So it's also kind of the love card, not quite the same as the Two of Cups. That's more like partnering together love card, and this is more love and community card. So I like this one a lot. This is, as you know, the cups are the emotion suit, and this is like, and the tens are like the culmination of where the suit was headed overall, and it ends or it culminates in warm, loving relationships. Isn't that a great message?
I think, it's come up a lot. Actually, in one of the masterminds I'm in yesterday, relationships came up, and the reminder that relationships aren't just about our relation, like love relationships or even relationships with the other people, and that one of the most important relationships you have is your relationship to yourself.
Mm,
And
yes.
so,
How do you treat yourself?
right, how do you treat yourself? And so I was looking at the just go ahead and say the mantra because I know you have it.
Yep. Okay. So the mantra for this card is I live in a state of oneness by bringing harmony and love to my relationships.
And I live in a state of oneness
Yeah.
by bringing harmony and love to my relationship to myself, right? Think
That's
about that.
really,
I
yes.
mean, think about that for just a minute and how important that is. And, it sounds cliche, right? Like you can't love someone else until you learn to love yourself. But it's so true.
Right.
You can't have a functional relationship with anything, including money, finances, abundance, your work,
Hmm.
your creativity, unless you have a really well-oiled and functional connection to yourself. So
Yep.
I
You
think
know,
this is a brilliant card.
yeah. Now that you mention that, the vast majority of kind of the spiritual path is learning self-love.
Right?
And when you see the opposite, when you see people that lash out, people that are angered, people that are judgmental, that all comes back to the fact that they don't really like themselves for
Mhm.
whatever reason, whether it's trauma or abuse or um,
Fear.
fear, right? Like I'm never going to let that happen again, and that that
Right.
change, yeah. So the opposite of self love, you see that all the time in the news.
It's
That's
what
yeah,
makes the news, what it is. And the sad thing is, of course, and certainly this is not the forum that we use to talk about something like this, but the media does tend to capitalize on that.
yeah, yep. I would agree with that.
And so I think that it's really important, especially for and I don't, I have a hard time using this word with a straight face, but for empaths,
Hmm.
as an empath, that makes me crazy. Um,
Yeah.
because I believe you can have control of your own energy, right?
Hmm.
And one of the ways that you have control of your own energy as an empath is to monitor your input, right? And that is a form of self-love. That is a form
Mm,
of creating a relationship with yourself that
yeah.
gives you the power to say, "No, this is my boundary. This is what I'm willing to let in and what I'm not willing to let in." And
Hmm.
so, goodbye,
Interesting.
click.
Yep.
Let me turn on Bewitched. or whatever.
Perfect example.
That's what we're watching at our house these days.
I
Well,
love
I
that
don't,
show.
but
Man, I love that show. That was
yeah, I
just
know, right? Like, yeah, I mean, you just got to hear the music and it makes you smile.
do, 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 do. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I think it's a great card, and um I think depending on the question, it could be really informative. Like this feels to me like it's about kind of nurturing those relationships.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm
And
struggling
I'll say
with
one
my
more thing.
husband. I pull this card. Well, time to nurture that. I'm not struggling with him. He struggles with me sometimes, but
Let me say
what?
one more thing about this family aspect. Sometimes your soul family is your family.
True.
And so this is all about your community of the people you love around you. And that
Right.
might be friendships, it might be real family, but it is your true family.
There you go. And that can look like a lot of different things.
Yep. All right, second card. The one on the left here is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, so back up a second. The wands are the action suit. And the pages are kind of the messengers, but they're the inexperienced messengers that don't quite have the wisdom of the world at their fingertips. So this one, the mantra for this card, I love this. As the dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite this flame. This is the infectious enthusiasm card. Woohoo! It's that card.
So
So yeah, I love this. I love that aspect of it.
I
It's a
think
little,
I just have to say this because I think that maybe anybody that might be listening probably knows. Have you ever, this instantly made me think of this. Have you ever met somebody where you thought, wow, this is their first time on earth? Have you
yeah,
ever met somebody like that? And
yeah,
they are in awe of everything,
yep,
of the flowers and the sky and the grass and the people and the this and the everything.
right.
That's
And
what this reminds me of is that. And I actually know somebody like that.
I do
And
too.
everybody that knows this person says exactly the same thing. It's like
That's
his
funny.
first time here.
That's funny. How exciting, right?
Right? And that's
Everything.
exactly what like if he had a significator, this would be it, I think.
Yep, yep. I would agree with that. So it's the idea of the nice way to say it is youthful, energetic spirit, right?
Yeah.
Um, but it's also has to do with new beginnings and inspiration and pursuing your passions, and curiosity is another good word that surrounds this card.
Absolutely.
So
Eh,
like just to your point, wow, check this out, did you guys know that? And like you're like first rodeo, hey
I
kid.
mean, oh my gosh, it's just so obvious,
Yeah,
when I started to connect to the energy of the card. It's like, yes, it's this. So, I mean, if you pulled this in a reading, you might be looking for somebody like that,
yep,
or connecting with somebody like that, or needing to connect to that energy within yourself. I mean, there's
right.
so many ways you could see this. This is
Yeah, you're launching
fantastic.
something new, beginner's mind. Approach it with curiosity
Yes.
and exuberance.
Oh, beginner's mind is so important, because when you do work like this for a long time, it becomes just what you do.
Right.
And the awe is not there anymore.
Yeah. So bring the awe back.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
These really are fantastic
I
cards.
know. I know. I was like, hey, we haven't done these cards yet. This is going to be a great reading. If I got these two cards in a reading, it'd be like your families and your friends and the people you surround with are just there to love you to death, and you are so loved. Take that energetic spirit and just go forth.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a great way to end the day,
Yeah.
with the live stream is you are loved, go forth
Yep.
and
Yeah.
spread
That's
that
our
to
message
the
for you,
world.
listeners. You are loved. Now go forth.
Wow. How amazing is that? All right. Well, so based on what I'm hearing, we only have a few episodes left.
For tarot time, for our first round. Yes.
Yeah, for our first round. But I'm excited, because now I'm counting down to the Fool's Journey.
Yep. As I count it, there's 8 cards left, which means 4 more tarot times for our first
Okay.
round.
I think that's great. And so that gives me like a month to really read up on the Fool's Journey and the Dreamer's Journey
Great.
and
Yeah.
and kind of what that looks like so that I can participate. So
Awesome.
that week when we do that, we will have uh who knows, but I'm thinking we'll probably do 2 shows and the tarot time will be a little bit longer than it normally is.
Awesome. That's a
I'm
great idea.
excited.
Yep.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for the Fool's Journey. I can't wait.
Yeah, me too.
So
This will be great.
I'm like thrilled. I'm just so
I can
excited
see
for it.
it. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
well, because
so
I've
cute.
heard of it, but I've never experienced it.
All right. Yeah,
So
this will be a fun episode.
excellent. All right. Well, thanks, John. And
Yep. Thanks, Angie.
everybody, if you love this, share it. Subscribe. We really appreciate it. Thank you
Send us
so much.
money. Oh,
Yeah,
no, maybe not.
we'll put a little tip jar on our YouTube channel. We're just kidding, folks. We're just kidding. I don't know if that's kosher, so we better not say that.
Okay. All right.
But we'll find out if it's kosher.
It is.
Anyway, all right. I'm giving up this live stream now. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Right.
Thank you
Bye,
so
everyone.
much.